Hey everybody, welcome to lesson 4A. So today's date, or the date you should be watching this, is it should be Monday, April the 13th. Monday, April the 13th. Now, of course, I know today is the long weekend, so if you're watching this on Tuesday, that's okay too. But anyway, so 4A. So here's the start of a new unit. So solving equations is done. And that was what the last unit was about. So if I just backtrack here, solving equations, unit 3, that is done. Now we are on to unit 4. If there's one thing to understand from grade 9 math, it's the ability to draw lines. And that's what the next month or so is going to be focused around, drawing lines. If you can take this skill into grade 10 and truly understand how to draw lines, you'll be more than fine. So, we are going to spend a lot of time on this. We're going to start off pretty simple. So once again, just as a reminder, 4A implies it's Unit 4, A being the first sheet of this unit. Okay. So we're going to start off simple. We're going to start off with just plotting points. Okay. So remember, XY, this could represent, or this could be, it's a point, but sometimes it's called ordered pairs. Sometimes they're called coordinates, but they all mean the same thing. Now, for example, if I have a point 3, 4, the first number is always x, the second number is always y, just like the alphabet, x, y. X comes before y. Okay, so if I were to plot 3, 4, x-axis is always the horizontal, y-axis is always the vertical. So if I wanted to plot the point 3, 4, starting at the origin of 0, 3 over, which is the x value, x-axis, and then up 4, so my point 3, 4 would actually be right there. 3, 4. Okay? Now, today's worksheet is simply to identify coordinates. So tell me which point is located at each ordered pair. Excuse me. 5, 8. Let's see. 5, and then up 8, M. Number 2, 12, 2. 12, and then up 2, P. Okay, so you should be able to complete the rest. Just remember, x comes before y. Write the ordered pair for each given point. Now remember, these are points, coordinates, or ordered pairs, so always include the bracket. So the point n, where's n? N's right there. So n, x first is 1, and then y is 1, so x is first, 1, 1, I'm done. Okay? For the next question, we are asked to plot the following points in the coordinate grid. So you have an option here. You can either print this out and fill it in, probably the easiest way. But of course, I understand if you can't print it. So just draw a quick grid that's roughly 12 by 12. And then plot just these 3 points. You don't have to plot all these. Okay? For the second page, again, if you don't have a printer, that's okay. Spend some time using a ruler. It's good practice anyway. Draw a grid. Okay, that goes from 11 to, I think, negative 11, and then from negative 9 to positive 9. Okay, and your job is simply to plot these points. So negative 4, 10. Negative 4, 10. Which is about right there. Negative 4, 10. Done. Okay. 7, negative 9. So remember, starting at 0, x is first, 7, and then y is negative 9, so I go down. I'm going to have to move this down a little bit. 7, negative 9, right there. Okay, and that's it. So when you're done, submit this on Google Classroom. One more note. Notice how this is not tiered anymore. So the whole idea of having the worksheets tiered in class, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, where Tier 1 is the easiest, Tier 3 is the hardest, was that I was able to personally check your work before you move to the second tier or the third tier. But because obviously we're not in class, it's a lot more difficult to do so. So these worksheets, you'll notice, are no longer tiered. Okay, so just 2 pages. When you're finished, remember to submit on Google Classroom. Now some of you seem to have forgotten how to do that, so I'm just going to show you that quickly over here. So remember, when you log into Google Classroom, you'll see this. I never work under Stream. Go to classwork, the only thing under Stream you'll see are my updates. Okay, but most of the work is through classwork. So you go through classwork, you go to class videos and assignments, you click that link, which will open this. Okay, and you look for today's date, April 13th, plotting points, and there will be a link here of this exact video right here. Okay, you click that, it'll tell you what to submit. Okay, so then you go back here, go to class worksheets. So let's say the worksheet says, I don't know, 3G word problems, which was last week. 3G word problems, download it, finish it, and then under assignments, where it says assignments, click that. This is where you upload it. Okay. Alright, perfect. And also, beside each assignment, it will also tell you the due date as well. So you due Monday, April 13th. Awesome. Okay. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.